This video is about conjugating the imparfait and the difference between imparfait and passé composé. The imparfait and passé composé is the type of tense that both talk about the past. To make the imparfait, you take the present form of nous and take off the ending. Then you add the imparfait ending. For je, you add a AIS. For tu, you add a AIS. For il, elle, and on, you add a AIT. For nous, you add a IONS. For vous, you add a IEZ. And for il and elle, you add AIENT. I chose parler, finir, and vendre. For example, the present nous form of parler is parlant, and then you take out the ONS to make it PARL. Then you add the imparfait ending. For finir, the present nous form is finissant, and you take out the ONS to make it FINISS. And then you add the ending. For vendre, the present nous form is vendant, and you take out the ONS and then add the ending. However, there are some exceptions. For être, you take the E accent T, and then you add the ending, instead of taking the new present form of a verb. For GER verbs, in the present form, an E is added. For je, tu, il, elle, on, il, and elle, you do not take off the E, but for nous and vous, you do take off the E. CER verbs, in the new present form, an accent is added on the C. For je, tu, il, elle, on, il, and elle, you do not take off the accent, but for nous and vous, you do take off the accent. IER verbs are not an exception. You do the same things as a normal conjugation. Notice that nous and vous still have double I. But in French, there's another past tense called the passé composé that's different from the imparfait. We'll now talk about the differences between the two. There are certain keywords that, if used, the sentences is probably in imparfait. These words include tous les jours, chaque jour, toujours, pendant, souvent, normalement, and d'habitude. There are many different situations when you use the imparfait. For habitual actions, for example, I went to the beach every summer. You would use the imparfait and say j'allais à la plage chaque été. When you're talking about an undetermined amount of time, I used to live in France. You would say j'habitais en France. For simultaneous actions, or when there are two actions happening at the same time. For example, I was reading and he was eating ice cream. Then you would say je lisais et il mangeait du glace. For background information of weather, date, time, age, etc. It was the 12th of February. C'était le 12 février. I was 10 years old. J'avais 10 ans. It was nice out. Il faisait beau. It was 1 p.m. Il était 13 heures. An interrupted action. I was sleeping when he arrived. That would be in French, je dormais quand il est arrivé. Interrupting action is in passé composé. And with conditions. I used to know how to ride a horse. I used to like strawberries. When I was young, I didn't know how to swim. Je savais faire du cheval. Je n'aimais pas de fraises. Quand j'étais jeune, je ne savais pas nager. You use passé composé for specific time. There are also keywords for passé composé such as hier, un jour, un mois, lundi, mardi, soudainement, une fois, deux fois, et finalement. And for completed and specific actions. Yesterday I went to the store would translate into hier je suis allé au marché. Or one day he ate a cake. Un jour il a mangé du gâteau. You also use passé composé for a list of actions. I woke up, I ate breakfast, and I went to school. So that would translate into je me suis réveillé, j'ai mangé, et je suis allé à l'école. You also use passé composé for an interrupting action. I was watching television when you threw up. That would translate into je regardais la télé quand tu as vomi. Thank you for watching our video.